Yo, what's up guys? It's Terrell here on Terrell Game Vlogs. I'm a mixture of happy and annoyed at the same time. To give you a decent background to what just fuck happened to me, I just recorded a vlog literally like a second ago. It was like 13 minutes, and then I realized that I wasn't using my new microphone in the vlog, so I stopped the vlog in the middle so I can continue my thoughts on the vlog, and then I stopped the recording and realized that the shit didn't even fucking record. So now I gotta redo the vlog, but at least I'm using the right microphone this time, so yay. So this is just gonna be a random vlog. Mainly this is just to test out this new microphone I have here. It's the blue snowball microphone. Please tell me how this sounds. if it sounds any better than just my webcam, and if it is it to a decent enough degree to, like, if I were to just do a video and not tell you, could you tell that I'm using the microphone or not? Like, is the quality good? Do you like the quality? I mean, I did another test would be the Anime Real Talk TV video where I actually just got put up today. I used the microphone for that. That technically is the first video I've used this microphone on. So if you like the quality in that video, tell me, should I keep using this more when I'm doing these vlogs? I haven't done a vlog in a while, so now I'm going to have to repeat half of what I was saying in the first vlog, which means I may speed through some shit, so, but you won't fucking know because you haven't seen the original. So the first thing I want to talk about is, first thing is, as far as school is concerning, my teacher, the teacher I have is, like, teaching all the classes I have this semester, and he's retiring this year, so I will probably be done with all my classes by the end of November anyway, so kind of like early winter break, which is funny because it'll be like literally Thanksgiving break, come back for like a test or two, and then fucking I'm done for like a month and I think 2 weeks or some shit. I think we go back on the 8th of January, but I don't know how that pans out in the weeks, so we'll see. But wherever the fuck. So that's kind of cool. Other thing is I got this blue snowball microphone. You know what? Let's talk about One Piece, because that was what I was talking about originally. Actually, nah, fuck it. I'll just talk about One Piece, because that was the thing that was kind of sticking in my head. Because that's literally the thing I was talking about before. So I'm gonna repeat my shit. I need to stop saying that because you guys don't know that I'm repeating myself until I let you know that I'm repeating myself. So I'm going to talk about One Piece Movie Z because we got a few new things and some things I found interesting and some things I just want to give my thoughts on. In terms of the outfits, apparently One Piece Movie Z, there's going to be like two sets of outfits. There's going to be like their chill out clothes on the boat, and then there's going to be like their badass clothes. It's essentially like Strong World, where they had like their goofing off outfits, and then they had like their serious mafia, I'm going to fuck you up outfits. The difference is that both of the outfits for the Straw Hats this time around look about the same. Like, and I don't mean like in style. I mean like in setup. Like, neither one of them look badass. I mean, the red cape thing, like when they're all in their red outfits, that looked cool. I wouldn't necessarily say badass, but it does look cool. I like their goofing outfits more for some reason. They're chill out outfits. Actually, the one thing I want to bring up is this, because I didn't bring this up in the original video. And then I'm gonna go back to Movie Z, but this is still One Piece related. Recently, Oda did a tribute to Kenshin, because obviously he did work on Kenshin when he was younger, before One Piece was created. He was an assistant to Kenshin's mangaka, which I still need to. I know it's like Nobuhiro. I'm fucking his name up. I'm sorry, but I'll link the article in the description. He did a tribute for Kenshin. Like, he drew Kenshin as a tribute, and Japanese fans got on his ass about it. Like, I did not realize. Now, obviously, at this point, we're so used to Oda being a god in Japan that it's kind of rare for me to think that he would piss anyone off. But he, like, angered the fuck out of a lot of Kenshin fans. And tell me what you guys think about it, because I'm going to link it in the description, where people were like, it looks like Zoro cosplaying as Kenshin. And Oda's style is weird as shit. I mean, he's never really been praised for his art in terms of characters. At least in terms of serious. Like, he can do characters well, but even when you've seen him do tributes, you can see the One Piece-ness of it. And you can see it in the Kenshin picture, but it's not as blatant as, you know, they like, there's a list of all of his tribute, like, pictures on the same page. You'll see, but his Dragon Ball picture literally looks like Luffy cosplaying as Goku. That one is more blatant than the Kenshin one. The Kenshin one, a lot of people say it looked like Zoro or Nami cosplaying as Kenshin, which I don't even see the Nami one. And in the Zoro one, you have to be looking for it. I'm not looking for it. I think it's just the way he drew it is what kind of fucked him over. But it doesn't look like Zoro. I think this is probably his most furthest away. A lot of people don't like it because it looks like the live-action movie Kenshin more than it looks like the actual manga Kenshin. And a lot of people are like, this is shit, Oda. Why the fuck are you doing this? And people need to understand, at least in Japan anyway, I don't know how many of the American fans feel this way, but it's fucking tribute art. Like, who bitches this much at tribute art? People get, like, look, you have people who can't draw and people who can draw. And you have people who draw way too much in their own style. Oda's kind of the one who draws so fucking weirdly that it's hard for anyone to like anything that isn't in One Piece. Like, that's just kind of how it is. Like, because Oda's art in itself is controversial in America. So I know not everyone, well, everyone in Japan likes the series. I don't know how many everyone in Japan likes the character designs and shit. Like, Oda, the one thing he doesn't get praised for at all is, like, his art half the time. He gets praised for his background, his creativity, and his originality, but he doesn't really get praised for that artwork. And I feel like the Kenshin bashing is a little too much, considering it's tribute art and the fact that it's not as bad as people say it is. I mean, I'll link it in the description, but it's not that fucking bad, honestly. It doesn't even, I don't see how you got, if you can see Zoro, or if you can see Nami in particular, because I cannot see Nami in that picture. Some people were like, it looks like Nami cosplaying as Kenshin. I was like, what? Nami? I don't see Nami. I can kind of see Zoro, but not really Nami at all. And even if it was Zoro, I can't even see, like, it looks more like classic Zoro, if anything. If you're gonna make that argument, it doesn't look like it. It's not like you drew time skip Zoro or some shit. So I don't like. I feel like that the anger towards that fan art was misplaced. It looks fine. I think the only thing kind of killed him is like the background is really dark, and it kind of like it just doesn't look right because of that. Like it looks like half of Kenshin's body is like cut out. Like, I'll put it this way: if I saw that picture, the problem it's like I'm halfway with it because like if I saw the picture without any pretense, I can't tell that's Kenshin. But at the same time, I'm not gonna say it's fucking Zoro. I put this way, I can tell Oda drew it, but I can't tell it's Kenshin just looking at the picture without no pretense. I don't think it's the greatest fucking piece of fan art he's done. I think the Goku one honestly looks better, even though it still looks like Luffy as Goku. I'm sorry, like the face, that face. Everything else looks fine, but that fucking face looks way too much like Luffy. It just bugs the shit out of me. The Naruto one looks hilarious. Honestly, I wouldn't. Now that one, I'll tell you right now, I could not tell that was Oda who drew that. Because that Naruto one, you'll see it at the bottom. It's just like, that looks like Satan. Like, it looks like a fucking Satan author drew that. Because he doesn't look like he still looks like Naruto. You can still tell it's Naruto and everything. But I cannot tell that was Oda who drew that. And it's the 10th anniversary, meaning he drew that this year. And I was like, whoa, okay, what the fuck? I rambled way too much on that shit. I guess the next thing is back to the movie Z stuff. As far as the outfits, you know, I'll give my thoughts on the Kobe time skip look. Shit look pretty fucking cool. Like, no bullshit. I like the fact that he's a captain. Helmeppo looks badass. I'm sorry, I did not think a character from episode 2 who looked as goofy and whiny as that looks this fucking badass. Because Helmeppo looks like a G. Kobe doesn't look that different, but Helmeppo looks like a fucking G. And I think Kobe's a captain and Helmeppo's like a vice captain now. So, and I know a lot of people were complaining. Like, I know George was like, I want him to be an admiral. I feel like, now, considering Movie C is like partially canon, I have a question here. Is it possible that the events of Movie Z could be what makes Kobe become a higher ranking officer? Like, he's in the movie. We know Kobe is in the movie. So, is it possible that he could potentially do something in the movie that causes him to get raised up a rank? Mind you, this would be way too fucking quick. But then again, we don't know when we're going to see Kobe again in the anime or in the manga anyway. So, yeah. Also, a lot of people are wondering if we're going to go into filler mode with the anime, because the anime is like, the anime is about done with Fishman Island. Like, literally, we have maybe 2 or 3 more episodes, if that, and that's counting the one that airs in 2 days. Because literally, we already have the Big Mom decoration, so the only thing we need to see left is like Tashigi and Smoker. He needs to inform the crew of his decision to fight Big Mom. We gotta have the departure episode and like the Shirahoshi Pinky thing, which apparently is now a moment in the One Piece series, which I don't really mind. I just equate it to the same thing as the whole this. Mind you, the X thing will always be more powerful as a more powerful scene because everybody likes Alabasta for the most part. But the Pinky thing is like one of those moments because I saw it. It's like one of those moments that will be mirrored, even though you can not physically mirror the fucking Pinky wrapping around Shirahoshi's giant Pinky thing. Even though I would like to see that because it's kind of cute. So we probably have at the very most 3 episodes, but I'm betting 2. I'm betting literally this episode will be just like Tashigi, Smoker, and then like informing the crew that they're doing, at least in terms of canon material. But it really just depends on how far, because I know the next 2 episodes are canon, but I don't know because I think they're waiting until after movie Z to do the new opening and like all that other shit. And honestly, movie Z comes out in December something. We have like a few more weeks in November and like maybe a few weeks in December. They're either gonna do some special stuff like they did for Strong World, like with episode 0 and shit, or we're gonna go into like, or they're just gonna like One Piece anime will be on break for a while, or we'll just have filler or whatever. I mean, there are holidays. We have Thanksgiving, but I don't know if Japan celebrates Thanksgiving. Not totally, probably not, because it's an American holiday. It's the whole Pilgrims and the Indians thing that has nothing to do with. That has nothing to do with Japan, so they'll probably still air shit on Thanksgiving. Christmas is a different story, but Thanksgiving, yeah. So, don't know about that. And the other thing about movies I'll mention is that, and this spoiler actually comes through the way of figures, because there are already figures of, like, Movie Z Straw Hats in, like, the red outfits, and then, like, their chill out outfits. And the spoiler is that Nami has, like, 3 different figures instead of just 2. She has a red outfit, and she has a chill out outfit, and then she has this outfit where she's a little kid in her red outfit. And we were like, and as a fan, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I find out on One Piece Podcast Facebook, Greg posts, this is a spoiler, that so if you don't want to know, that's, just skip ahead. Ain's Devil Fruit ability allows her to reverse time, which is why apparently that will get used on the Straw Hats, because obviously she's not a friend character. She's probably going to be that character who's like converted at the end, but she's not but obviously since Nami looks like a child, she gets Nami with it, which really isn't shocking because it's fucking Nami. I don't know, I kind of want him to get Frankie. Like Frankie or Brooke with it would be fucking hilarious. If you saw Turn Back Time, that means we would see like human Brooke and like, I don't even know what the fuck Frankie would look like, but I want to see it. I would love that. I would love to see Frankie or like Brooke get hit with that time reverse thing, because I'd be like, so Brooke is human and like Frankie's like his pre-time skip look. Oh shit! And hell, if they actually show like when they do the scene, if it's like a scene where you can see like the progression. Like, it's not just like a poof, like, isn't like then and now. We might be able to see like the in-between stages, like time skip Frankie a year ago and then like 2 years ago, which would be his normal look. Because I would love to see that. Anyways, I'm kind of fanboying over something stupid. But this also brings up a shit ton of questions about Bonnie, believe it or not, because we know Bonnie has an ability that has something to do with aging. But now that we know that this new character's ability has something to do with time, like we kind of thought Bonnie's did. And for the most part, Oda doesn't double Devil Fruits except for the Captain Joke thing and the fucking Brook thing, which Joke isn't a special, so I don't really count that. But that's the only time he's ever done it. And I don't think he's going to do that with... He wouldn't make a character who has a similar ability, has the same ability as someone in the manga that's already been pre-established for a while now, actually. We now know that Bonnie's ability probably has nothing to do with time travel. But does that mean she can just age things? Because that seems kind of hacked, which brings up the question, if she's this fucking hacked, why is she the character who's getting focused on in the most random of ways? Getting caught by Inu, looking like she's escaped from the government in 2 years. Like, I'm now more curious about Bonnie's ability due to knowing this spoiler about the movie. Because I'm pretty sure they don't have the same ability. Because does Bonnie's ability really have something to do with age? Or maybe the age is a side effect of something else? I don't fucking know. I'm just throwing out a whole bunch of fucking theories in the air. But I have rambled on way too much about One Piece, so let's move the fuck on. Tiger and Bunny dub is fucking awesome. I know that's a random ass segue, but that was something I don't think I've mentioned in a while. Tiger and Bunny's dub is awesome. I have part 1 of that fucking series on Blu-ray pre-order already, which I think comes out like January or February next year. I love Kotetsu. Kotetsu is my nigga. That, and he gets no love in the anime, but it's funny. I like this whole idea that it's like a superhero TV show, and there's like sponsors. Like, you see the word Bandai on one of these, I think on Barnaby's chest, and like the kid with like the green hair, she has like rocking a Pepsi symbol somewhere or something. Like, I like that kind of concept, and the characters are just funny, man. And I like how they're kind of focusing on the other heroes, because like the beginning episodes had a lot to do with Barnaby and Kotetsu. I think this next one is focused on, it comes out tomorrow. What the fuck? What was the preview? Was the preview on, was it Sky High or was it, no. Oh, God, I forgot his name. No, I think it was just a Tiger and Bunny episode, I think. I'm not totally sure. I have to go back and, I'll see it tomorrow anyway. But I just wanted to mention that. Tiger and Bunny's fucking awesome. Go ahead and do another anime random segue. Medaka Box Season 2, good shit. Good shit. And random shout out, go check this dude out, Hero632. That dude makes great videos and fucking great Medaka Box Season 2 reviews. That shit is great, man. He does like that same Giga kind of style, but it's like a half-ass version of it. But I still enjoy the hell out of his videos, so that's a shout out. That's how you get shout outs from me. When I really enjoy your shit. And Piro, is it Piro? I mean, you never say your YouTube name, so I never know how to pronounce it, but I say Piro. Piro632. Please, for the love of God, keep that shit up. I even like your other discussions, like I think the One Piece, Avril Lavigne situation, and the, what was the other thing? The, Obito, was it? No, yeah, the whole Obito plot hole thing that you did. Like addressing how people were complaining about plot holes that weren't really that bad, or that you kind of justified a decent amount of them. So that's a random shout out. But Medaka Box, I think actually in a few hours, we're gonna get to see my favorite fight so far from what I have seen in the Flash Plan, which is the same stuff I've seen since I fucking made that video on the Flash Plan on this channel. Oh God, I'm looking so forward to this fight because that was a good fight. My boy Zenkichi go in. Like, seriously, my favorite characters are like Zenkichi and Kikaijima. Medaka's kind of moving up, and I have a level of respect for her now. And I give Medaka Box somewhat of a praise because I will say this much: out of the shonen characters I've seen recently, Medaka's probably the most interesting. I'd probably say her and Luffy are the most interesting characters because Naruto's really straightforward. Ichigo's really straightforward. Natsu's really straightforward. Toriko looks like he's straightforward as fuck. Like, Toriko doesn't look that deep of a character, honestly, to me. I mean, I might be wrong, but he doesn't look like it. I like this whole idea that Medaka is a character. It's the reverse. It's the Medaka we meet at the beginning of the series is a facade, and people need to know this. If you ever want to get in the Medaka Box, this is something you need to know. The Medaka you meet at the beginning of the series is not the real Medaka. That is a facade that has been created over issues in her life, and I'm not totally sure everything because I've only seen like half an arc, so I can't say too much. But this is what it looks like. It looks like through each arc we're breaking Medaka down to her realistic self. I mean, like, this first arc is kind of like showing that she's a hypocrite and that she's fucking crazy. I mean, it is still showing her being shonen as fuck, but it's like as we go through these arcs, it seems like, and from what I've heard, It's literally like you're peeling back the layers of this character who comes off as like this egotistical god type motherfucker and getting this girl. Like, that's one of the reasons why I like Kikajima. From what I've seen in the fight, the part of the fight I have seen with her, the one thing she kind of keeps preaching to people is that, not really preaching, but stating is that everyone treats Medaka like a god, but people need to remember she's still a fucking girl. Like the whole amusement park thing. So, it's like, that's the charm of Medaka Box, because I know Jay was like, why the fuck are you still watching this show, considering how frustrated the first season makes you? I feel like Medaka Box is that show that people need to be warned about beforehand. Like, if you're going to get into Medaka Box, you need to know you're going to hate Medaka, like, right off the bat, because Medaka comes off condescending as shit. But if you can get past that first season, not even really that first season, because the thing about Medaka is that you agree with her morals, you just can't fucking stand her personality. And then when you get to, like, and the thing about the ooze and stuff that inherently pissed me off when I first saw it was because it was such a contradiction of the character I thought she was. But that was kind of, I feel like, and that's why when I saw the Kikajima doing that whole thing, explaining what kind of person Medaka is, I was like, oh, she's talking to the viewer. Because that's what I was like, because I didn't consider, I had already stereotyped Medaka as this, like, condescending, like, nice girl, but, like, condescending attitude, pretending that she's fucking God. And I figured the development with her would probably just be people telling her that she's not fucking God, and her being realistic about the situation. That's what I figured it would be. But it's actually the reverse. That she just falls into it regardless, because her development really isn't development, but it's really going back to show what kind of person she really is. Because her morals stay the same. Her mindset and morals stay the same. But it's that personality that we're kind of digging into, and kind of part of her psyche in general. Which is probably the reason why I still watch Medaka, because Season 2 hasn't frustrated me at all. I have literally, like, no problems with Season 2. But see, and I think, and people always wonder, like, why is Medaka Box still going? I think that's why. That's what's interesting about Medaka Box. That it's kind of a reverse. It's not like Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, where you have these characters who are pre-established. I mean, Luffy has his moments of switching gears, but and that wasn't a joke, by the way. I mean that, like, mentally. I don't mean, like, gear second, gear third shit. But, like, for the most part, Naruto and Ichigo are gonna, like, just straight line. Like, you know for the most part what they're gonna do for like, 90% of the time. Whereas Medaka, it's the reverse. I had expected her to do what she did, like, up until, I think, episode 9 in the anime. And then, like, episode 10 came, and I was like, what? And then I think it pissed me off, because I was like, that's not what you were supposed to do. And I think that's what kind of frustrated me. So, for people who haven't gotten into Medaka Box, that is kind of an interesting thing about it that you probably need to know. That the Medaka you meet at the beginning of the series is not the same Medaka you get by, like, Season 2 material. Because her personality she has a very contradicting, like, she acts so much like a god that that her being herself contradicts it, like, ridiculously. And you have to remind yourself, like, when she says it, she's like, I never said I was perfect. I never said I was a god. You guys called me that shit. I'm just a normal person. That starts resonating with you as you go through the series. So, just a random spiel on Medaka Box. Subscribe to Hero632. That nigga does great videos. No bullshit. I don't know why. I like, if people did episode reviews like that, that is some good shit. I'll say that dude probably does the best episode reviews I've seen. I can't think of anyone who does better episode reviews. I can think, and that's not anything against, because I do episode reviews. J-Man and Beat Up are doing episode reviews. I like their episode reviews, but I think his is kind of like the best in terms of comedy and quick. Like, I think his is like overall good quality reviews. But honestly, that probably takes some fucking time, which is probably why he only reviews Medaka Box. So, good shit. Good shit. That was me kind of overly promoting someone, but hell, we need it. I need more niggas like that. That's some entertaining shit. We're at like 24 minutes. There's a lot of other things I can honestly talk about, but I'll stop it here. And maybe save that for some other videos in the future. If you want more of these, just let me know and tell me how the quality for this microphone is. So, anyways, thank you guys for listening. And if you watch this shit all the way through, type in the comments section, Kikajima is kawaii, because and the reason why I say that is because if in episode 3 of season 2, that scene when you see her like do the voice thing for the first time, and you see Zenkichi and Akune freak the fuck out. I love the scene where like Zenkichi's pulling on her cheeks because she looks so cute, and then the scene right after that where she like sulks and she's like, "They were being mean to me. I'm gonna tell." I forget the name of her friends, but she was like, "I'm gonna go tell my other friends, my swimmer friends," and I was like, "Ah, you Kikajima, you cute bastard!" Like literally, I think one of my favorite episodes in season 1 was the Kikajima shit. Like, yeah, it was like the Kikajima stuff with Zenkichi and her. I think it was like the first half of episode 7. I thought that exchange was so fun. That was like my favorite part of season 1, probably. That and probably the whole thing when we found out Medaka scares animals. I thought that was funny. So it's not like season 1 is horrible. It's just that season 1 is probably the worst season. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't get any worse in the beginning of the series, which kind of is bad for something that you're supposed to be getting into. Like, Medaka Box has a really bad start. I'm sorry. But I'm rambling now. So anyways, type in the comments if you watch this the whole thing through. Kikajima is kawaii. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support. This has been the Vlogs Game from your boy Terrell. And peace off.